If you've ever wondered what it would be like to hike one of the most beautiful sections of the Trans-Canada Trail in Atlantic Canada, then Fundy National Park might be exactly what you're looking for. Located along the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick, this section of the Trans-Canada Trail combines dense forests, waterfalls, rugged coastline, and some fascinating natural history. Whether you're hiking a short section or tackling a multi-day adventure, there's plenty to discover here. The Trans-Canada Trail enters Fundy National Park from the east through the Dobson Trail. For many hikers, this section serves as a gateway to some of Atlantic Canada's finest wilderness. Before we get too far down the trail, it's worth talking about the Bay of Fundy itself. The bay is famous around the world for having the highest tides on Earth. Thanks to a unique combination of the bay's funnel shape and the natural tidal resonance, the water level shifts dramatically throughout the day. In some areas, the water can rise and fall like a giant natural elevator. That's hard to imagine until you actually see it. The difference between high and low tide can completely transform the coastline in just a few hours. What begins as an expansive mudflap at low tide can quickly fill with water deep enough to submerge massive rock formations. As the trail continues into the park, you'll find yourself surrounded by forest. Along the route, hikers pass through dense Acadian forests filled with spruce, fir, and maple. These forests create a green canopy that shades the trail during the summer months, providing a cool, quiet corridor to trek through. One of the first highlights many visitors encounter is Laverty Falls. This beautiful curtain waterfall is one of the park's most visited attractions. The rushing water plunges into a rocky gorge below, making it the perfect spot to stop, rest your legs, and listen to the sound of the cascading river. Of course, you're not the only one using these trails. The park protects a surprising variety of wildlife. Patient hikers may spot a wandering moose along quieter stretches of trail, especially near the inland bogs at dawn or dusk. I've never been lucky enough to see one on every trip, but just knowing they're out there adds a sense of adventure to the hike. And speaking of things that make Fundy special, the Bay of Fundy experiences a tidal range that can exceed 15 meters. This remarkable phenomenon attracts visitors from around the world. Scientists study it, photographers chase it, and hikers get to enjoy the incredible views it creates. As you approach the coastal portions of the route, those views become spectacular. The Coastal East Trail offers several dramatic viewpoints overlooking the ocean. One of its greatest assets is the stunning panorama visible on clear days. On a sunny day, you can see for kilometers along the coastline, watching the red cliffs meet the churning sea. Water is a constant companion through much of the park. Many streams crossing the trail eventually flow into the Bay of Fundy. Together, they form an intricate natural network. You'll cross bridges, hear rushing brooks, and occasionally stop to admire a small waterfall hidden beside the trail. Fundy National Park has protected this landscape for generations. Established in 1948, it remains an important sanctuary for both wildlife and outdoor recreation. Without that protection, many of these natural areas might look very different today. The weather here also plays a major role in shaping the experience. The region's frequent fog helps maintain a cool and moist climate throughout most of the year. That moisture helps support the lush forests and rich ecosystems found throughout the park. Eventually, hikers heading west will connect with one of Canada's toughest coastal trails. The Fundy Footpath begins near Goose River, This challenging route has earned a reputation for rugged terrain, demanding steep descents and tough climbs. Many experienced hikers consider it one of the finest wilderness hikes in the country. The coastline itself is constantly changing. Coastal erosion continuously reshapes the shoreline. Waves slowly carve the cliffs through a process of natural sculpting. What you see today won't be exactly the same decades from now. Nature is always changing, but healthy ecosystems depend on stability too. Park staff monitors sensitive habitats to preserve ecological balance. This work helps ensure that future visitors can enjoy the same landscapes we see today. As you travel through the park, you'll cross numerous streams and wetlands. Numerous wooden bridges help hikers cross them safely, with each crossing providing a small but memorable transition in the journey. Many of the trails we enjoy today exist because volunteers help build and maintain them. The Dobson Trail was originally developed by volunteers. Their dedication created a lasting legacy for future hikers. The farther west you travel, the more impressive the views can become. Some viewpoints reveal distant headlands stretching into the Bay of Fundy, creating a striking horizon. Fundy's forests support hundreds of plant species, contributing to the park's remarkable diversity. Water has been shaping this landscape for thousands of years, with heavy rainfall helping to carve the dramatic valleys. If you're paying attention, interpretive signs throughout the park help visitors understand its natural and cultural heritage, connecting today's hikers with the generations who came before them. And finally, whether you're hiking a short section or attempting a much longer journey, there's a special feeling that comes with reaching the end of the day. For many long-distance hikers, completing this section of the Trans-Canada Trail becomes a memorable achievement. And after experiencing the forests, waterfalls, wildlife, and coastal views of Fundy National Park, it's easy to understand why. Thanks for joining me on this journey through one of the most beautiful sections of the Trans-Canada Trail. If you're planning to hike it yourself, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments.